Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, I'm going to show you today how you can turn your text into um, a picture in Microsoft PowerPoint. And then you can use this to make t-shirt transfers. You can do it as sublimation onto a t-shirt. And one of the good things about it is you don't have to worry about size restrictions when you print it out in Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, other people use things like Canva and Silhouette Studio. We know Cricut Design Space has size limitations. Some people use Photoshop. It's a lot of software out there you can use, but if you have Microsoft PowerPoint already on your computer, then you may as well use it, okay? So I'm going to show you how you can turn text into a picture, okay? All right, so I'm not making a greeting card. Let me be perfectly clear. I am not making a greeting card. However, you can also use these images to put on a greeting card, okay? So the first thing you want to do is I'm inside Microsoft PowerPoint. I have a blank slide in front of me, and I'm working with a slide size of 8.5 by 11. So when I go to Design, Slide Size, Custom Slide Size, you can see here I have an 11 by 8.5, which is the slide size that I'm working with, and it's going in the landscape position for the orientation. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to say Insert from the menu, and I'm going to come over to the right and select Text Box. And I'm just going to type in the word family. Okay, so right now this is text. I can go here, I can change that text to, whatever I want to. Okay, but I like to work with, when I do this style, I like to work with a thicker font. I'm going to be working with Giles Sans Ultra Bold. So I'm going to come down to that particular font. And if you don't have this font, you can always get it from the font. So I'm going to be working with this Giles Sans Ultra Bold right here. And then I'm just going to click on this little middle circle here and bring that in like that. All right, now I'm probably going to have to change the sizing again, but I'm going to highlight the word family, and then I'm going to go up to my font area, and I'm going to change that to the largest size I can get it, which here is a 96. Okay, so I'm just going to click and drag this up and drag it up, and I'm just going to open it up here on the side until I get all of it inside that little box, just like that. That's the way you want it, okay? Now, right now, this is text. Again, you can go here, change it to whatever text you would like to change it, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say insert, and I'm going to insert a shape. And I'm just gonna choose a rectangle. And I'm gonna take that rectangle and I'm gonna cover this entire word, family. And then I'm going to right click and send that to the back. And basically I'm just sending the shape to the back. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, so now I have the word family and I have a little rectangle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to click in the white space and I'm just going to drag to cover the word family and the rectangle. So you should see double little circles going around both your text and your shape. Okay, double circles. If you don't see that, you did not highlight both, okay? And then I'm gonna go up to my menu and select Shape Format, and I'm gonna come over to where it says Merge Shapes, and I'm gonna select Intersect, okay? Now, when I click on this, I don't have control over changing the font. You see how it's not moving? Because it's no longer text. It is now a picture. Okay. So one of the good things about this is now I can, drag this out as large as I would like it to be. And one of the good things about it is I can now change this to an image, okay? Because it's a picture, okay? So I can now go over and I'm going to show you, I'm just going to insert a blank slide here and I'm going to insert a picture from my computer. And let's see what picture I want to play with. I want to find a photographic type picture, and I have so much clip art and stuff out here now. I don't have a lot of pictures like I used to have on my computer. All right, I'm just going to choose this picture here so I don't spend a lot of time looking for a picture. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this picture and I'm just going to bring it down just a little bit. And then I'm going to right click on the picture and select copy. So now I have just copied that picture over to my clipboard. Okay, so I'm going to go back to family and I'm going to click on that image now. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to say format shape. And I'm going to change it from a solid fill, which is black, to a picture or texture fill. And then I'm going to select clipboard. And there is the image now inside the word family. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to change my background to a darker color. So I'm just going to go with black, I believe. So I'm going to go right click, format background, and then I'm going to choose a solid color for my background. And I'm going to go with black. Now, since this is actually a shape, this is one of the places I would now recommend you can use line, okay? So I'm going to go over to my fill and line bucket. And I'm going to select line here at the bottom, solid line, and I'm going to go with white. I'm going to click on that color there. And I'm going to increase the width of that line so that family is really prominent. So now you could take this, you could do fabric transfer, you could do sublimation, you could print it out and put it on a tumbler. The possibilities are endless in Microsoft PowerPoint, guys, really. There's so much I can do in Microsoft PowerPoint without ever touching Cricut. Okay, Cricut, you know, you can go and you can do your cutting and stuff like that, but it's a lot of really nice things that you can also do in Microsoft PowerPoint here. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to picture format and I'm going to say align center. You always want to make sure everything is nicely centered on your page. Now, again, if you don't want this black background, you could always change that background. I'm going to click on the background and I'm going to select eyedropper, and you can choose a color from inside your picture. And so now you see it took on that darker color. And if I want to go lighter, I just put my little pencil down on the lighter color and it brings it out like that. Okay, so you don't have to worry about moving the letters over, shifting the letters over to the left so that, it looks more like a cohesive picture. This looks very cohesive to me. I can tell that this is an image of me. All right. So another thing that you can do, you don't have to do just family. Right now, it's Valentine's is coming up. A very cute one would be to do insert text and bay. Okay, and we're going to bring this over so we can crop out all that extra space. And again, I'm going to change my text here. I'm going to go in with that Gill Sans Ultra Bold again. That's like one of my favorites when I'm looking for a thicker font. And then I'm going to take an insert shape, and we're just going to take that rectangle. And the main thing, oh, I want to make sure you resize this. So we're going to go back to home and go to your font and resize it so that it's larger. And all of it is in on one line. And then take your shape and cover it up. And you can right click, send to back so that you can see the word bay better in there. And you just want to make sure all of your text is inside that rectangle. Okay, that's very important. And then you're going to just click in the white space and drag over both. Again, you should see double circles going around your image and your text. You're going to go to shape format from the menu. And you're going to select merge shape, intersect. Okay, and now you can make this as big or as small as you want it. Okay, and the good thing about this is you can now put bay inside of the words. So I'm going to go over to picture or texture, and of course I don't have bay, but there's me. And again, this is the one time that I would say use the line, and I'm going to put the line again on white. You can make it whatever color you want to. You can do red, and I'm going to do the width here again to thicken it up. I can also go back to insert, and I don't have to do an entire format background. I can just do a shape. And let's do this little rectangle here. I'm going to make it black by going over to my format shape. I'm going to make that black. Make sure there's no line on my shape, and then I'm going to right click and send to back. Now you can take the both of them and highlight it, and then right click and group. And now that would be just one cohesive image. Now, if you're going to do sublimation, if you're going to do light fabric transfers or anything like that, all you want to do is make sure you go to picture format and select rotate, and you want to flip it horizontal because remember it should be going in the reverse. Okay, and you're good to go to use this. Like I said, you can use it as a fabric transfer. You can print it out and make it a picture frame. You know, it's so many things that you can do with this design of taking text and turning it into an image. Okay, and the good thing about it is you're not limited as far as to how this text will look, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to rotate this back to the right direction, and then I'm going to click on it and I'm going to ungroup it. And the good thing about this text is you have so many things that you can actually do with it. Hold on one second. This is the other thing that I wanted to show you. I'm going to leave this and I'm going to start over. I'm going to show you another way you can change your text. So since I've changed this from text to a shape, this won't work. So I'm going to group these two back. Okay. So right now, if I wanted to make this a fabric transfer or whatever, the sizing is 5.47 by 804. So you would get away with it in Cricut Design Space because Cricut Design Space is 6.75 by 9.25, you know, but if you wanted to do a full page image of it, of course, Cricut is not going to allow that, okay? All right, so I'm going to show you, last thing here, I'm going to show you how you can get your text to take on different shapes, not shapes, but different directions. That's what I mean. All right, so I'm going to go and I'm going to insert and I'm going to do text. I'm going to click and drag to the right. And I'm just going to type in a name here. And I always like to take out all that extra space that PowerPoint puts in there. And I'm going to change the text. I'm going to go with the cute text that I saw earlier today. And get that done, da, da, da. I like the winter snow. And I like the wind song. The wind song is really pretty. And I like, it was one more that I saw. Here it is. It's called Yessy, Yessy. And I'm going to change the size here of my text. I really like this font. Again, it's called Yessy, Yessy. If you don't have it in your PowerPoint, you can always go to the font and upload it. All right, so here I have Candoris. So I'm going to go to Shape Format. I'm going to come down to Text Effects, and I'm going to select Transform. And this is where you can go in, like in Cricut Design Space, when you're curving, your text. This is where you can come in and do that. And all you got to do is lay your cursor on it, and it gives you all types of, let me move this over so we can see it better. But all you got to do is click on Transform, and it'll show you all of the different transforms that you could have with this text. So that's Arch. So you can see how it's changing the text. So you can get really creative on those cards that you guys have been creating, to kind of play around with your text here. And you have a little bit more to kind of play around with. I kind of like that one. It's called Deflate Top. I like that. Okay. So I wanted to show you those two things, which is one, turning text into a shape, and then actually three things, inserting a picture into that shape and adding a line to kind of make the word more prominent and like that. And then also how to use the text effects on your text. And you can kind of play around with that. Now, let me move it over here. I keep getting it to where it's so big you can't see what's going on. But now you have the ability to go in, and whatever font you put that on, it's going to actually still keep the text effects that you put on there. So you have a lot of ways that you can go in here and design out in Microsoft PowerPoint, guys. Oh, that was a cute font. I like that one too. It was one, let me see, it was one more down here. I like that one, Winter Snow. I think I said that one already. And Wind Song. Wind Song, I think is really pretty. That's Wind Song. And I like Walking in the Street. That's a thicker kind of curvy font. I like that one. And it's a couple of ones I'm going to show you up here in the V's. This is Vladimir Script. And this one is Vivaldi. I saw these earlier today and I was like, oh, I really like those. So I wanted to make sure I point them out, to you. All right. All right, guys, that is it. If you are currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, guys, thank you so much for the support via YouTube. And if you are seeing me for the first time and you like my method of teaching or, showing you how to do things in Microsoft PowerPoint and all that good stuff, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, if you'll hit that bell notification so you can be made aware anytime I upload tutorials to YouTube, which I do quite frequent. And if you're currently in my Facebook group, Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters, I want to thank you guys so much for following me on Facebook. If you would like to join us, it is a private group, so you do have to submit a request to join the group, and we can get you added. And again, that group name is Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. Yeah, just another something I wanted to show you how to do in Microsoft PowerPoint so that you don't feel like it's just about greeting cards. And I'll continue to add on a few tutorials every now and again on Microsoft PowerPoint. I will be going back over to Cricut Design Space and doing some things there. But this is just giving you guys that don't have access to Cricut Design Space another way or software that you can use to design out and don't feel like you're left out and you have to have a Cricut because you don't. Okay. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And I would like to say, my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys have a great day.